The book of Numbers is traditionally attributed to Moses. As part of the Torah, Pentateuch, Numbers was written during Israel's wilderness journey. The book contains numerous references to Moses recording events, Numbers 33:2, and receiving direct revelations from God, Numbers 1:1. His role as leader, prophet, and mediator reinforces his authorship. Principal theme. The central theme of Numbers is God's faithfulness amid human rebellion. The book chronicles Israel's journey from Mount Sinai to the Promised Land, emphasizing how obedience leads to blessing, while rebellion results in judgment. Despite Israel's failures, God remains faithful to his covenant and leads them to their destiny. A key theme emerges in Numbers 14:18. The Lord is slow to anger, abounding in love and forgiving sin and rebellion, yet he does not leave the guilty unpunished. This verse reflects God's balance of justice and mercy. Keyword. The key word in Numbers is wanderings. The book details Israel's 40-year journey in the wilderness, symbolizing spiritual testing, discipline, and growth. The Hebrew name for Numbers, Bamidbar, meaning in the wilderness, highlights this period of trial and divine guidance. The promised Messiah. The book of Numbers offers profound foreshadowings of Jesus Christ. The Bronze Serpent, Numbers 21:8-9. When Israel sinned, God instructed Moses to lift a bronze serpent on a pole so that those who looked at it would be healed. Jesus directly referenced this as a symbol of his crucifixion, John 3:14-15, revealing that those who look to him in faith will be saved. The star prophecy, Numbers 24:17. The prophecy of Balaam foretells a rising star from Jacob, a clear reference to Jesus as the Messiah. A star will come out of Jacob. A scepter will rise out of Israel. The rock providing water. Numbers 20:11. When Moses struck the rock and water flowed to sustain Israel, this symbolized Jesus as the spiritual rock who provides living water, 1 Corinthians 10:4. The priestly blessing, Numbers 6:24-26. This blessing points to Jesus as the ultimate channel of God's grace, peace, and presence. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. Viral strong message with verses. A powerful message from Numbers is that unbelief delays God's promises, yet his mercy remains available. Numbers 14:9 powerfully declares, "Do not rebel against the Lord. The Lord is with us. Do not be afraid of them." This verse reminds believers that fear and doubt prevent spiritual progress, while faith unlocks God's promises. Principal names and spiritual personalities. Moses, the faithful leader and mediator who interceded for the rebellious Israelites. Aaron, the high priest who represented Israel before God but faced consequences for disobedience, Numbers 20:24. Miriam, Moses' sister, a prophetess who played a significant role in Israel's journey. Joshua, a courageous leader who trusted God's promises and would later succeed Moses. Caleb, a man of unwavering faith who believed in God's power to conquer the Promised Land. Balaam, a prophet used by God to declare messianic prophecy despite his corrupt motives. Korah, a leader who led a rebellion against Moses and was judged by God, Numbers 16. Lessons of the Ages: Faith versus Fear. The Israelites' fear of the giants in Canaan, Numbers 13-14, caused them to wander for 40 years. Faith in God's power is essential for spiritual victory. God's faithfulness. Despite failure, even when Israel rebelled, God provided food, manna, water, and guidance. His mercy prevails even in times of human weakness. The power of intercession. Moses repeatedly interceded for Israel, reflecting Jesus as our ultimate intercessor. Numbers 14:19, Hebrews 7:25. God's discipline is redemptive. The wilderness journey teaches that trials shape character, increase dependence on God, and refine faith. Spiritual leadership requires humility. Moses' meekness, Numbers 12:3, highlights that effective leaders rely on God's strength, not personal power. God provides for his people. The provision of manna, quail, and water demonstrates God's ability to sustain his people in every season of life. Conclusion. The book of Numbers reveals a profound narrative of God's mercy, justice, and guidance. Though Israel repeatedly failed through rebellion and unbelief, God remained faithful to his covenant. The lessons from Numbers remind believers that faith overcomes fear, obedience brings blessings, and God's promises are never forgotten. The ultimate fulfillment of Numbers is seen in Jesus Christ, the true high priest, the living water, and the promised Savior who leads his people into eternal rest. By trusting in him, believers find their ultimate hope, security, and victory.